A single flower, blooming in the night, shines mournfully into the darkened sky. A curling sickle moon bursts into flight. The luminary gold flits swiftly by. The richly colored grass beneath the feet of some strange man, nobody knows quite who, exudes a deep aroma filled of heat that singes through his barricades of rue. Too much. So much, an ecstasy of sense, a dizzy whirl of life bursts through his chest, an overflowing feeling so immense, echoing, gone, and now he falls to rest. A beat, and then another pounds the night. The man is gone into eternal flight. The second poem is called Now. Moments crumble into a dust of golden sand. Picking up the pieces, they slip through my fingers, leaving only a shade of tearful grime. Memories collapse into piles of broken cards, pieces of life never truly lived, curling into ash. And there is nothing anymore. No future, no past, just the now. Sinking softly into the pillowed earth of your wooden floor, watching a wisp of gleaming hair flit gently across the blue of your eyes. The winds stop, the voices fade. Clarity pierces the density of thought. It is real. Before I read this last poem, I just wanted to give a little preface to it because I think it's necessary. In the last 3 weeks, I've found myself thinking a lot, as I'm sure all of you have as well, about the events that happened in Newtown a few weeks ago, and I guess you could say that this poem was the result of those thoughts. Just wanted to dedicate it to the memories of all who were lost. The poem is called The Morning Shots. The crisp white wheat of the pancakes is dabbled in splotched circles on the scorching metallic surface of a blackened pan. A mother stands and watches them, draped in the softened pink fabric of her drowsily stitched bathrobe. The mother's eyelids hang achingly on her vision, causing soft slurs of blurry longing to pass through her sight. She abandons the stove to awaken her child to the day's chilly rays, and he drearily brushes away her coarsely soft hand in a final effort to retain the opiate of his sleep. The boy wants to be enveloped in his sheets today, wants nothing to do with his schooling, with the chalk that harshly lines the charred, dark cool of the blackboard. The pancakes have risen and are now tossed unthinkingly onto a china plate that is set with a clink in front of the boy's ruefully childish gaze. He eats in silence, in the deafness of normalcy, the muteness of one imbued to reality's prick. He can hardly hear the sharp clang of the fork on the plate, the amplified slurping of his mom drinking her morning coffee, the gnashing of sweet, crusted batter between his clean white teeth, the furrowing of his toothbrush against his soft pink gums, the fragile snap of the door closing as he departs from the house with his mother's final kiss still clinging to his waveringly pudgy cheek. She watches him stroll perkily across the lawn and settles back down in her chair to stare once more into her fiercely bubbling coffee. The sun slowly licks the folds of his hair as he makes his way to school, his mind still caked in a dull ignorance of the future's blasts, of the blood that will soak the clean, rubbery surface of the classroom's floor, not minutes from the present. His blood, seeping stickily onto the textbook pages and the congealed hair of an unknown fellowed child. And if only he could know. If only he could peer through the ineffable veil of the future and feel the cold currency of death's affairs. Then, perhaps then, he could see the mythic grandeur, the intoxicating beauty that has always been present in a single pancake, in a mug of steaming coffee, in the bristles of a bright green toothbrush, in the glistening bits of stubborn life that still percolate today on his cold, dead cheek, given to him from the fervently warm flesh of his mother's final touch. Thank you very much.